Welcome back, fellow armchair generals. This is Gamer1745 here, and I'm still looking for input on audio questions. Quality, voice levels. I'm afraid I'm overdriving the mic, but I'm not sure because it's going into the yellow, not the red, unless I do something pop, 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 pop like that. That did finally get it into the red. But I want to have a good audio quality and level for you. So yeah, let's see. Oh, also, it's been going great, you guys. Thank you so much for giving the thumbs up. If you could take a moment and give a like to this video, or even a dislike, that's okay. Just the feedback is great. Now, did I say we're playing Hearts of Iron 3? Black Ice 9.11. Wow, don't remember. Just getting into this. Okay. It's been about a day since I made a previous episode that you saw me end there. But that was ended on August 5th. This is August 3rd. So I replayed a little bit of it because of that stuff. And this time, for some reason, unlike the previous one, Ramkey's paratroopers just jumped right in easy and landed and did the thing, and they now control this. So stop. They don't need to come there. They control Colombo, which is our port now here, and we'll get a lot of rare materials. What's the base on this province? The base is 8. Will be adjusted by things. But that is good and will allow us to bring in stuff. One of the things we're going to bring in is, you guessed it, seaplanes. That's part of the reason I'm going for this. So they can come out here. That'll be a little bit for the day to happen. Now, also, we'll see what happens here shortly. I very much avoided revolverheld's GGA coding for his invasions because I did not want to know about them beforehand. I wanted them to be sort of a surprise, and which is a good thing. And what is going on here? We can't really see because we don't have a unit involved in that. I don't know if that's fighter on fighter or fighter going after naval unit. Obviously it's not a tank unit out in the ocean, but don't know exactly what that is. So it could be just flying through and they've been intercepted. Now, if you remember the end of last episode, and I'm actually surprised at how few people end or don't watch the full series, because I'm now getting they're improving stats, and I don't know who's doing what, but it, you know, basically 100+% of you who view the start of the episode, because that's what you do when you click on it. And I expected a very quick falling off, because a lot of people will go, hey, what's this? And they go, no thanks, go away. But it goes down to, stats are, it's about 7 or 8% of you actually basically watch it all the way through. I thought that was pretty low. Now maybe that's pretty good. Because I don't have what's on other people's viewers' channels, and that may become more apparent for. And again, this is obviously a long form video, often going over an hour, and compared to watching a 3-minute video. And still, I totally get the idea that more than half of the people, well, I guess I have such a small channel, and you can see the stats. It's often, for this series, it's often over 200 views per episode, and so it's not like huge amounts of people that are watching this that aren't subscribed and aren't maybe routine viewers. But so with about 7%, that's about 14 or 16 or whatever, because it varies a little bit on number, that actually get through the whole episode. But it like really trails off, and it's gets pretty quickly down to about 15%, and then it goes lower after a while. But maybe that's good, maybe that's not. I still get the teeny bit of money for the first opening commercial of the thing, but what I'm really interests me, the money isn't while I'm doing any of this, at least not at this point. Is I'm trying to grow the channel. So that's just been sort of interesting. But so not all of you have made it to the end, I guess is my point. But the end of the last episode was a random British invasion of Salerno, and because it happened in 43, it triggered the sort of start of the Italian surrender process. Well, I've contacted revolverheld, haven't heard back, but I went in and looked at the code, and if you totally either add or totally remove files from the game, I've seen it become very unstable to the point that you can't save the game anymore. Just a word of note about it. Now you can start a fresh game and it's just fine, but not working from a save. So what I went in and basically gutted all of the British invasion type events that happen anywhere in the Mediterranean, for the Adriatic, for Italy, for southern France or whatever. Left in all of the French, Denmark and Norway type raids, as they're sort of called. They're meant to be a raiding force. The yes gets destroyed, but that's what they're meant to be, a distracting raiding force. Left those in, and then I also gutted the sort of Italian surrender chain that revolverheld had, and the big problem, and I did communicate this to him, but I know, at least I haven't been seeing him very active recently, so probably just things in life are either he's distracted with another game, or just things in life are keeping him busy, so he's not been modding or watching so much. But basically it was, Allies control Salerno, it's 43 or later, start seeing Italians start to collapse. Now, my problem with this, and I sort of told them, is that it didn't take into account any other conditions. So obviously the British invasion, and then the American follow-up and whatnot, couldn't have happened while the Axis control. I mean, it couldn't happen. You could sail a bunch of ships through there, but getting to here, if you read anything about trying to supply Malta and the beating, I almost really don't care how many, if you put all of the American and British carriers that were around in 43 and sailed them to here, it really doesn't matter, because in the time it takes to move through, if you fight your way through the Straits of Gibraltar, whatever attacks that are happening there, and as you're coming along here, trust me, there's going to be a lot of reports of your general progress. And you're going to see German air power, Italian air power, and by the time you get around the Tyrrhenian Sea, you're just going to be all shot up. It just doesn't matter. I mean, if you had, 5 times more carriers than are around, at some point, yes, you'll have enough air power, but not in a practical sense to make any sort of meaningful landing. That just ain't going to happen. But I could see vaguely the idea, let's just say the Allies do control Gibraltar and maybe have controlled some of North Africa, even way out here. Oh, okay, I could see maybe the idea of a raid, more likely Sardinia or Sicily. But if you just don't want to, you want the player to be, where the raid might happen, okay, you can have a few semi-unrealistic things. And so that could happen. Now the question is would Badoglio, I always mess that name up, start surrendering at that point? God, no. Not if it looks something like this, which the Italian armies are strong in North Africa, there's no other, things are going well. Biggest problem all these mega armies down here that Italy has is supply. Italy isn't going to be surrendering at that point. It might be shocked. It might be a government, element collapse because, hey, you haven't been keeping your, your forces well. managed and whatnot in your Navy, but it isn't going to be starting to surrender. Needs a lot more. Now, I don't know, conquer the southern half of Italy. Okay, even if all this other stuff is going on, okay, maybe. Now the problem, of course, is particularly with the AI, doesn't midget submarines. Oh, that's a one and done. So elastic defense is good. And yes, Croatian division, sure. You know, so maybe something like that, you know. Because the AI doesn't maintain reserves well at all. You know, it's going to take a lot for Italy to. I mean, it might be still a little too easy for a knockout blow. Okay, so we've won here. We also had the we'll also have the new Vion garrison help support the attack. I'm just having, as you know, I'm very proud of my very early Louise of the Communist Resistance. Lieutenant Gruber and his little tanks are leading that. Okay, okay, well, we made it past the 5th before. Okay, Norway, okay, that's good. Like I say, I've left in the Norway and France. So, no, not that division, this one. Let's give him a commander. Defensive, most likely, would be the best. There we go. Which I should maybe, well, I don't know if I should, but probably should move some of those guys out. No, and we're losing too much money here. Okay, crude oil from Italy. Down, keeping some of the most minor. Romania, what's the late? Oh, we're bringing in a lot from Romania, I know, but let's see. Okay, that's 30 some. I don't know why this is working the way it is. Maybe there's, I don't know. I don't know if anybody wants to pause and run a calculator, all the pluses and minuses, to see if they actually are a plus or there's something else going on. I just don't know. We want to take those two and add motor torpedo boats to them and send them out here. Patrol passively. How are we doing up here? Okay, that's the longer serving unit, so doesn't have a cool name, but still. Actually, you know what we'll do? Oh, well, that's doesn't have a cool name either. Well, got these guys out. These are the seaplane tenders. This is the Schwabenland who went down to Schwabenland in Antarctica. That's what they were calling it at the time, trying to make a German claim on Antarctic territory. Of course, they were building secret Nazi bases. We all know that, but you know. The motor torpedo boat did take out an American submarine just recently, and it looks taking out some Soviet stuff earlier. Well, since it's taken out so much, we'll allow it to continue to repair so we don't lose such a famous sub-hunter. Well, what does our opposition look like? Okay, they're sort of getting themselves. Of course, we're not doing so well, but we do have supplies, so yeah. Yes, you may have energy. Oh, this is the reaction core that happened to that. Okay. Yeah. There we go. Yep, you can go in there and help keep that under control. British raids in France, British raids in Norway. Now, again, I was looking at the code. I didn't look at it too deeply, but there's a timer on it. In a way, it's been 50 some days. And then there is, oh, up here, damn, and I don't, oh, got this garrison is all. Okay, well, let's at least attach you to Norwich Corps, which will give you maybe slightly better organization. Now this could end up being a real problem. Okay, I've got some forces here to deal with it though. Yeah. So there is a timer situation. Okay, those are just Corps headquarters and police. So, let's look at the supply situation here. Oh, this whole area doesn't have much in the way of supplies. Well, it would help to have these guys attack there now. Custom Brigade, and we've lost the province. Okay. Not surprised that that unit gets shattered. We should have had better forces protecting it, but oh, and so what it is it's like, say, 4 or 6 locations for the Norway invasion, and then it has, and I didn't, again, because I wasn't trying to, you know, figure everything out about it. I was mostly looking just to see some of the conditions, and then it has a random chance of picking one of those invasion locations. So it's only going to happen, like I say, in a limited number of possible places, and then each time, so it's equally likely to happen in the same place again as any of the other, say, 4 or 5, depending on the region that the event can fire for. So. Okay, aircraft carrier engines have advanced. Very good. That's nice. I think we're going to sort of let that one be now. Deep battle doctrine, masterful. There we go. We'll do that. And carrier damage control systems. Back up to here. Okay, we'll let that continue. Well, oh, you need to start heading back. Let's see what an attack like these guys would be like here. I know we're attacking a much larger force, but it may not be very healthy of a force. Okay, and they're attacking here. Oh, which by now we should be able to send in supplies. Okay. Create a supply convoy to Colombo. And anti-air cruiser. Okay, allow construction. And you know what I think we're gonna do is see about building some of those guys. Those should be able to help deal with enemy air threats. But it also does free up a type here, or research. So now, and oh, nope, can't get them all on board. Okay, you get on board that then. You get on board that, and let's see, can we bring in Adds Heinz division? Okay. We're gonna risk it unescorted, just go. Rebase to there for at least some of them. Kind of ships, some submarines. That could be a little dangerous. But we have these guys here now. And we're going to start operating them. And let's also start operating these guys to cut off supplies here to the enemy. Hopefully not us. Okay, you guys come here. You keep moving. Hopefully to catch up to them fairly soon. Well, keep moving there, you may. They've of course completely not defended India well at all, because they sent everything to go fight the Japanese and kept nothing in reserve. Okay. You can use some more infrastructure. Okay, you're doing okay. Yeah, that's the critical point there. Uh-oh, our unit, because of not having supplies, okay, we won here, good. Battle of Colombo, we won. Direct fire unit training has advanced. Very good. And so we're, I guess, doing all of the 1944 texts over here, or doctrines I should say, over here. And we now have more supply, or more production capabilities. We got plenty of supplies and plenty of fuel right now. Okay, don't have plenty of money though, but that's a different issue. Okay, Okay, I like that we're trying to win the air war, so let's see if we can outbuild the Allies in air power. No, thank you. Lieutenant Gruber's tanks shattered. Damn. Guess we should have sent in these guys anyways. Currently reinforcing. Well, come back to here. It is a weak unit, and it was meant to be a weak unit. Do not look at Bertarelli's. Currently reinforcing. They also got taken out by air power. Wow. Again, these are meant to be bad Italian troops. Okay, you guys come there. I know you're coming through the mountains, but we're working on getting more ports for more supply here. Flicks Gestapo shot. Wow, they're really pounding this with air now. They just see that as a potential problem, I guess. Okay, yeah. There we go. End them. They're ended now. And the Neuville garrison shattered. Wow. Intel Cath gathered by covert ops. Okay. I'm gathering a rather curious cache of intelligence documents. Our cryptologists are poring over these documents. How documented out? Hopefully they will reveal something of interest and not just be another ruse by the British. Okay, Paris region. Calais, Normandy, invade through Brest. Okay. Alright. That hopefully will stop our airborne attacks. Von Klinkerhoffen's unit survived there. And let's save this. Okay, and we're going to end the episode here. I want to thank you all for watching. Thank you for liking the videos. I really do appreciate that. And of course, please post questions, suggestions, corrections, comments, whatever. Love hearing from you. See you next time for more Hearts of Iron.